no one else finds it strange that they're banning like another guy. What's his name? Andrew Tate, because they said he's misogynistic, and misogyny is violence. I mean, I mean, I don't know exactly what he got banned for. Someone saying he said something about I don't know, whatever. But it's, I mean, I've seen some clips with him on it, on some other stuff, other, content creator, other videos that I watch. People comment on his stuff, and I mean, if you don't like him, you don't have to watch him, right? I mean, nobody's gonna watch this, but like, I don't get that everybody. I mean, I like YouTube. I love using it. You know what I mean? I like watching it. I pay for premium. Even when I'm not, when I'm not at my other, when I have my other devices, I put them on, let it run, turn like the TV, whatever it is, off, or whatever device it is, and let that shit run on the people that I like, right? So it just constantly until whatever that it shuts me down, but it'll play continuously for a while. But anyway, what I'm saying is, uh, you know, what I liked about it when it first started compared to now is that people were free to do almost anything, right? Other than, I mean, you can't promote like actual violence towards people, and you can't, like what Alex Jones got in trouble for, right? Libel, right? You can't. I mean, we already have laws on the books against these things, right? Why do we have to have a corporation policing the people making the content? I mean, if there's something illegal on it, the feds, the local law enforcement, whatever, they're gonna get to you on that, right? If if there's like sexually explicit stuff, I mean, of course there's rules, but like I don't get shutting down voices that people don't like. So people don't like this guy Andrew Tate. People don't like the former President Trump. People don't like Alex Jones. I mean, there's other people too, right? And Jackson Hinkle, right? He talks political stuff, and they think he's pro-Russia or whatever. I mean, he seems to be a little bit, but he's just making this commentary, and I don't get why. I don't get where in this country we figure this is good for us, If you don't agree with somebody, shut down their speech. If you don't agree with somebody, shut down their social score, right? Like they're doing in China, right? They can shut you down. I think that it's setting a very bad precedent. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, if someone's breaking the law, if they're breaking libel laws, if they're really calling for violence and inciting violence, right? I guess it is. Then sure, of course. We already have laws about that shit, right? But someone doesn't like the things that you say or the way that you say it. I mean, shouldn't we be able to make up those decisions ourselves on what we want to listen to? I mean, I get on TikTok and I understand why people get addicted to it, right? But like, I love all that conspiracy theory shit. You know what I mean? Like, I was into a lot of it back in the '90s, and then especially after 9/11, and the UFO stuff I've always been into since like I was a kid. And then radio shows, coast to coast, all kinds of stuff like that. And then YouTube came along, and you could watch stuff on there. And like most of it's like disappeared now, or it's taken off as misinformation. But like it's fun to think about, right? Like people take things too seriously, sure. There's a lot of bullshit out there, especially in the UFO community, and then like real forgotten history community, like, and there might be some truth to some of the stuff. But it's fun, it's fun to think about, the mud flood and these superior technology that we had way back, hundreds of thousands of years ago, No, I like thinking about that. I mean, I do like how human history keeps getting older, right? Like those footprints, the petrified footprints they found in the mud, and where was it, New Mexico or something like that? White Sands, yeah, yeah. And they're supposed to be at least 21,000 years old, which would push back the theory of the land bridge thing, and I mean, Göbekli Tepe, right? Sometimes the things that we think about today become the facts of tomorrow, right? The things we contemplate and all that. But I don't know. I think it's fun to look at, even if, I mean, Dave Chappelle said it years ago, right? I'm easily avoidable. You pushed on my picture, you know what I mean? And then you want to complain about it. I mean, I don't know. It's I think we should all be able to make decisions what we want. I mean, I get it, like it can be dangerous if people believe certain things that really are not true, and they affect the political world and the geopolitical world, and stuff like that. I get it, but we've just had like one government agency after another lying to us, right? I mean, I've known this since the '80s, but a lot of you guys guys and gals are now coming around to like, whoa, the FDA lies, the FBI lies, the CIA lies. We've lied our way into many a war. What they recount on 9/11 and who was responsible for it isn't exactly what it is, and you know what I mean. And we fought a war for 23 years in Afghanistan, and turns out it was the Saudi Arabians. I mean, those are our allies, But yeah, so I don't know. I think we should be able to listen to who we want, and not listen to who we want, And I get it, But I try to listen to a little bit of everything, especially same stories. I like to hear what people on the right think about a current event and what people on the left think about it, And then you get the wingnut fringe on each side that's just like, I don't care, kill every fucking body. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, people, let's get polite as fuck for a minute. I mean, at least hear people out, and it's funny because I'll get called names. I know when I've won the argument. You know what I mean? They start calling you a Trump supporter or a right winger, even though I've never been a Trump supporter. I've never voted for anybody on the right. Other than Democrats, because they're all on the right. You know what I mean? I call it neocrats, right? The neocrats and the neopublicans, right? So the neocons and the neocrats, they're forming a perfect union now. They're forming a perfect union against you and me, and our children, and our children's children, and any businesses you got that you have created that aren't large scale corporations and don't have some pull. They'll shut you down because less than 1% of the population is getting sick. Just saying, man. It's Monday. It's like 9 o'clock. I've been up since 4 and I ain't done shit. Well, I did dishes, laundry, but I ain't really done shit. I should go on a hike. I got a cut at 12. I don't know. I don't really open up much on Mondays and Tuesdays unless I get a bunch of appointments. But I'm gonna go in for a couple hours. I want to help my son put his television mount on the wall, and then I got a bunch of. I spent like $400 yesterday at Home Depot. Well, under 400, but almost, for like shelving, like literally, like the rails and the thing and the shelves and some plants and a broom, some drill, because the walls in here are concrete, so I got some Tapcon drills so I can mount some stuff in there and all that. But yeah, that's the plan for today. Go on a hike later. My daughter and I went on a 5-mile hike yesterday. It was my 3-year anniversary of being, well, I don't want to say clean and sober because I do use cannabis. I do have a medical card, but I would use it even without it. But I think I'm gonna, anyway, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, we went on a hike, went to Home Depot, did a bunch of things. I put some shelves in my son's room, and we're gonna get some things together today. And yeah, it's Monday, everybody. Get out there, get at it. If you do one little thing towards a goal every day, right? Like, I mean, I was damn near close to 300 pounds, right? And now I gained a little less. I ate some ice cream freaking sandwiches and a bunch of crap. There's a fish, Gordon's fish stick things or whatever with the bread and all. They were delicious. You know what I mean? It was my carb and sugar day for the month, and but it was glorious. But I gotta get back out there and work this shit off. But yeah, get out there. Well, that's what I was saying is, you do, even if it's 5 minutes a day. Imagine if you spent 1 hour a day on something that you really, that you've always wanted to do, but you just think you don't have the time or the skill or the know-how, right? You spend 1 hour a day, even 15 minutes a day, but if you spend 1 hour a day reading up on something, watching videos, how-to videos, and things like that, you will learn, and that's what I'm trying to learn now about editing, because my videos are way too long. But I got an iMac, and it won't let me do iMovie because it needs to be updated, but I go to update, it says it's updated. We'll figure it out, you know what I mean? But hopefully I'll get shorter, better content soon. All right, peace, you guys. Have a great Monday. Get out there and do your thing, man. Just one little thing every day, one little thing every day. Just 15, 20 minutes, your meditation, walking, drawing, I see people drawing and painting and, playing music, whatever you want, man, whatever you want. Push-ups, you know what I mean? Start with 2, End of the month, start with 2 a day, right? End of the month, and then you double that, right? Boom, 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 boom. You keep pushing yourself. Next thing you know, by the end of the month, man, you get a lot going, But, yeah, all right, take care of yourselves and each other, all right? Peace, y'all.